Okay, welcome back to another installment. In this episode, we're going to talk a little bit about where we're at today. So, trailer bed has been repainted now. No longer black. Now it has been painted to color match the Jeep. And I'm hoping the sun's not too bright out here so that you can see what's going on. But yeah, overall it's looking pretty good. Walk over here, maybe you can see it a little better with the sunlight on it. And so yeah, it matches the Jeep now. Sorry, the trailer is full of stuff, tools and miscellaneous stuff, but you know, last time we saw the interior it was bed lined. So now it's got a coat of paint on it, just a working coat. And I want to talk about the trailer wheel wells. So they've been welded in completely. They've been welded to the side of the trailer as well as the bed of the trailer, giving it increased stability and rigidity. So it's really strong, even with the tailgate portion cut out. So typically if you cut out the tailgate on one of these bad boys and you leave that gap there, they start to get really flimsy. Some people have to brace them, etc., etc. We didn't have to do that because of the way we re-engineered this. So if I come here and I try and shake the trailer, I shake, the trailer stays stable. There's like no movement. Okay, as you can see, the tailgate's been installed. I've inserted a screenshot of the brackets that we used, cable tie down points, etc. So here's the finished attachment point on the inside of the trailer for the trailer to close. It's pretty light and simple. I did add a piece of square tubing here, right here, because of the design of this trailer. It's got that lip on the tailgate, so this gives it something more flush to sit up against. Works out pretty good. Let me get down here, and so there's the fabbed up hinge installed. I need to trim the bottom part off, but it's got 3 bolts holding it on. It's attached to the main part of the frame, not the frame that I fabbed out, to give it more stability and rigidity. Same thing on the other side. And I did add a Jeep 2-inch receiver hitch, so I could put an attachment, recovery point here if needed. So that's all in place. Pretty sturdy stuff. So yeah. Tailgate's got a coat of black paint on it. Prepping it for painting it to match the rest of the outside, so it color matches my Jeep. But yeah, it comes down nice and sturdy. The truck tailgate cables worked out perfect. Here's a shot of this side. The attachment point here, there, and there. And I'm filming all this on a phone, so forgive me, because I know the video graphics or videography is not very good, but this is for educational purposes, nothing more. So yeah, the tailgate's basically in place. Next thing I need to do is figure out a latching mechanism, so hold it closed, and that shouldn't be a big deal. Just going to have to be creative. Go to Home Depot, see what kind of latching mechanisms they have that'll work, and kind of go from there. So we are getting close to being done. Sorry about all the crap in the trailer. It's going to get a couple more coats of paint on the inside. Once again, it's already been rhino lined. I'll rhino line the inside of the tailgate, not the outside potentially, and we'll kind of go from there. So I hope you're enjoying the journey like I am. Thanks. Have a good day. swivels. Top portion right here will attach to a stud that we mount on the back bumper, and then the landing leg just kind of goes up and down on the inside of that. And we'll give you a quick demo here. So, as you can see, it's adjustable for almost any height that you want. Okay, and to store it, you just get a pin, and it can stay mounted on the back of the trailer. And then you unpin it, and when you unpin it, if this was up here, as such, when you unpin it, it drops to the ground, and then you put a pin in, and you're stable. Not a big deal. Okay? And it's a lot cheaper to go buy 30 bucks of tubing. If you've got a little welder at home, cut it, mount it, and I know this is the second pair that I've made. I've made a pair for my other M416, and that's how I patterned that one off of an M1101 trailer. That's how their stabilizing jacks come from the military. Of course, theirs are more heavy duty, but you don't need more net for almost anything that you do. All right, thanks. I know the camera works pretty awful. These parts here go like this, and then you take your base plate and weld it on so that you wind up with something more or less like this. So it rotates freely, and this is just the long stabilizing leg. You know, the corner would fit, you know, over the top of it and mount to the trailer over here. So, FYI, you don't have to spend a lot of money if you need to make some stabilizing legs cheaply. Just takes time, effort, like anything else. Okay, so sorry, there's probably some background noise out here. Apologize. So this is where I've mounted the stabilizing legs on my other 416 trailer. So you can see I just used a couple brackets, welded those in place, and then able to use these pins to hold it in place so it won't go anywhere. My other stabilizers out with the other trailer, I used it as a model, of course. No sense recreating the wheel. But by mounting it here, I've got the ability to mount both using those pins. They're pretty much rock stable. They won't go anywhere. They might be a little noisy, but you can always, you know, buy some of that Flex Seal or any of that rubber coating, and that would help with some of the noise. Let me show you what it looks like on the back. I did mount a high left jack on this one as well. So on the back, this is the first one I did, so you can see that the stubby section that we were talking about out front, and we've got the pin. So you'd put that L-shaped bracket on here and then insert the long section, and you can see it's going to work pretty good. Let me show you what it would look like on the M1101 that I used as a model. So here's the M1101. It's where they mount their stabilizing legs, and you can see they're pretty humongous for this size trailer. So, love this trailer. Tongue weight's just too much for what I want to put on the Jeep. So, that's why I'm converting that other 416. And then you come back here in the stabilizing leg, you can see you know, the same basic premise. There's a nub under here. They use a pin here. This is the L-shaped bracket, and then here's the other part of the stabilizing leg. And it gives you quite a bit of control over the size and, you know, how you want to deal with it.